Wow! Just when you think the show can't get better. Greetings, geeks and geek girls. It is me. I am back for Nancy Drew, the finale, I guess. For those that don't know, due to the word that shall not be said on YouTube, the pandemic, a lot of shows had to end their seasons early. That included Nancy Drew, so even though it had a full season order, they were filming episode 19 when all this went down. Episode 18 turned out to be the finale, which honestly felt like a finale. But before we get into that, I gotta warn you about spoilers. Spoiler alert. If you guys hadn't seen the episode, go watch it. If you hadn't seen the show, go watch it. It's really good. Then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now, the main crux of this show is Owen's death. The Drew crew go around trying to figure out more information about the Equega, appease Beth's family, see what they can do about mourning. But then Nancy and Ace find out that the way the Equega works is if she wanted one of the people dead, she'd kill all of the people. Which means that if she went after Owen, she'd go after everyone. And she didn't, so that means someone else killed Owen. Bess, George, and Nick are dealing with their own personal stuff while also poking and prodding the Martin family to see if they can find out who killed Owen. Especially because the police are also there, including Elizabeth. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, Ace and Nancy are actually on the case, and they figure out that the killer could possibly be Lucy's brother, who, killed Tiffany, trying to kill Orion, and who also got shocked the crap out of him by Nancy on accident while he was trying to hurt her. And Nancy goes to talk to Lucy's mom, which we now find out is we know is her grandma, and she actually has a lucid moment, and her and Nancy have a nice little bonding moment through the dementia. She has a clarity moment, and they have this nice sweet moment where she's like, I can't believe I didn't know you for 19 years. You were my only granddaughter. And they bond, and it's sweet. But then Nancy figures out that through her that he never left town. He's not back. He never left. She confronts him at a rooftop, tells him the truth, and he admits to killing Owen because he's mad at Nancy for telling the police and wanted Owen to tell him where Nancy was, and Owen wouldn't, so he killed Owen. Nancy tells him the truth about who she is, and then he tries to run away, slips on a building. Luckily, Nancy and Ace come and save him, and he gets actually arrested by police. But that's not where the episode ends. We have a whole end montage thing. But before we get to that, subplots. There was some cool stuff with Beth and Elizabeth, which I feel like that's not going to go great place for Beth eventually, so I'm a little fearful, especially fearful for that ship. But speaking about ships, the best ship on the show, currently, George and Nick, they kind of took a little bit of center stage, especially Leo Lewis. Oh boy. Bravo to her. She's kind of standoffish towards Nick, and Nick's like, I want to make this relationship public and want to be with you, and she's standoffish, but she realizes why it is, so she talks to Ryan in this really awesome, well, I say awesome, I don't know if that's the right word for it because it's not a great subject matter, but it's a very needed subject matter and a very needed talk about how she was 17 when they got together. She was still a kid, and he knew that, and yet he still took advantage of her. And they got together, and it was his fault, and it really messed her up for relationships. She needed to get that off her chest, and they actually addressed it. A lot of other shows could take note of this. I'm looking at you, Ezria. But anyway, like I said, Leah Lewis acting her butt off. And it's a great scene, which boasts an already really good show to another level. And then to another level when we get to the end, where we see everyone who is, I won't say happy, because the only ones that, like, end on a happy note are George and Nick. But we end with all of them, some intense music playing, and they're all seeing themselves die. George and Nick drowning inside a car. Best burning freaking alive. Ace swung on a meat hook. And Nancy is at the cliff where her birth mother died. And we see a version of Nancy fall off. And we come full circle from the premiere, and oh boy, that was like morbidly pretty and really well done. And bravo to the effects team, not just for that, but for when they actually showed the Aquega, who looked like a more scary female version of Abe Sapien. I really liked it, and I really liked this episode in general, and this season. This Nancy Drew season 1 has been really good. I cannot wait for season 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Next time you guys will see me will be for, I don't really know, sorry. Especially with the whole pandemic, things are a little iffy on my channel right now. Sorry. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Till next time. And beyond. I'm gonna miss having my really good spoopy show around.